all in the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
What's tight end? Out. Gun.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Bullshit.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Shoot.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What the fuck? Why would they even do that? You be doing dumb shit. Matter of fact, no, you can't. Oh, hell no. I want to put you in the court.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
One.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. In double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Better what I said, you was for the hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground.
Don't know him.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
McCaffrey.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
On the ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Y'all niggas gonna start now. Tapping some shit.
Cousins on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bravo.
Cousins going deep for Diggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, King. He's going to look deep from... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 83 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gano the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Final play of the half, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Buddy up! Mike 55, Mike 55. Bandit! Bandit!
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now! What's the plan? Man, I got you! Man, I got you! Yeah, Jeff! That's me!
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get it wrong. West. Mike 54. Mike, go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times, watch him make checks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear.
That is
By the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Ricky. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Neutral, Coco. Echo. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. King taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 59. Hey, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Here we go again.
To throw is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Jalen Mills on the tackle. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
36.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
King now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's what I do.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's get off the field.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Hey, right 52.
King operating from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Mike 54, Mike 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now King throwing on fourth down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Cousins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Listen to me.
Now Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Panthers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 lovers, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.